Hi friends, welcome to my channel. For those of you that are new here, my name is Caitlin. For those of you that are not new here, my face is happy that you are seeing it again. And I got my ring cleaned, so it's like nice and sparkly. We're just gonna ignore how I look right now because I look like this because I just got a spray tan. That's why my hair's a mess because I need to shower once the tan develops. Anyways, I wanted to hop on here to say that I know that you can see the track of my hair extension, the clip-in hair extensions. I know that, and I know it's like not a good look. I'm really sorry. I didn't think like I really wanted to film this video again. I liked the look that I created. I felt like the video was good otherwise, so I'm apologizing that I did not do a thorough enough check of my extensions before filming this video. So if that bugs you and you want to not watch my extension pop out like a few times in the video, you should probably stop watching. Anyways, I heavily debated whether or not I wanted to film this video because I feel like everybody and their mom has done a video on this collection and giving their thoughts on it, and all of the looks like pretty much look the same because there's really only so much you can do with this palette. So I was like, what am I really gonna add to the videos that already exist? I don't know. I still don't know the answer to that, but I decided to do the video because, well, okay, let me backtrack for a second. I've only watched one video of a review on this collection. I tried to not watch videos because I didn't want to like be influenced by other people's thoughts on the collection. So I watched one video. It was from Kinky Sweat, also known as Alicia Archer. I'll make sure to link that video down below because she is definitely a Pat McGrath. I don't want to call her a stan, but she has like every palette ever, and so she does great comparisons. She has a great like wealth of knowledge on Pat's formulas, things like that. I don't have that. I have two Pat McGrath palettes. One's like this Eye Ecstasy little like, I don't, what's five? It's not a quad, it's like a quintet or whatever. I have one of those. Then I have the Celestial Odyssey palette. So I'm not really familiar with Pat's formula. I've seen the brand, I've seen the palettes. That's the extent of my knowledge. I am a stan of Bridgerton. So I don't know if there's other videos with people who stan Bridgerton, but I have read all of the books. I have watched the first season of the show. That's the only season that exists so far. I believe 3 times. So I love that show. I love the books. I love the like world that was created by the authors. So anyways, huge fan of Bridgerton. So and I'm also just a fan of makeup in general. So while I may not understand Pat McGrath, I know makeup. So if that's something that you are interested in watching, and by it, I mean if you would like to watch me review this collection and try to do a relatively unique look, then you should go ahead and keep on watching. Okay, I put like extensions in my hair that are the same length as my hair just to make it more full, but it's like getting in the way. Like I have too much hair now. Okay. So I did already moisturize my face, but I haven't put eyeshadow primer on. I'm gonna use the Smashbox 24-Hour Photo Finish Shadow Primer. And I just squeeze a little bit on my hand, and then I'm gonna tap some of that on my finger and then rub that in. I think I'm gonna do a full cut crease for the look. So I'm gonna put the cut crease stencils on and then I'll be right back. I guess I should have showed you the palette before I put these crazy stencils on, but anyway, if you haven't seen it, this is the Pat McGrath Labs and Bridgerton collab, the Diamond of the First Water I think it's Mothership Diamond of the First Water palette. This is what she looks like. So it's a very pretty like pinky color story with this blue shade. Now when I said that I'm not like a Pat McGrath stan, like I haven't really used her shadows, I think this is like a, does it say it on the back? Regency Blue, I want to say, is like her Blitz or Astral shade or whatever those like special shades are. I have never used those. So I don't know, I've used just her normal shimmer formula, which is nice. I didn't love her matte formula in the Celestial Odyssey palette, but I actually really like the shade, what is it called? Art of the Swoon, the shade that I have right there. I think it's like a really nice like satiny shade, and it blends out really nicely. But anyway, that's not why we're here. So actually it is why we're here. So I'm gonna take, this is a Morphe M321 brush, and the shade Plum Regalia, and I'm just gonna stamp that. And I did try to put this, if you've watched my the Dollhouse palette from Looks and Review from Blend Bunny Cosmetics, that was the first time I used these stencils that are actually from Crown Noir Cosmetics. But anyway, I felt like I placed it too high, so I did try to go lower, but now I feel like I might have taken it a little low, but we'll see. I do feel like so far these mattes are performing better than I feel like the mattes performed in the, like I said, the Celestial Odyssey palette. Although I don't know if Art of the Swoon is technically a matte. It looks more of like a satin shade, but I might not have placed these evenly, but whatever. So obviously every shade or every look that people have done with this palette is either like a pinky look, a plummy look, or one of those two variations with a pop of blue. Like that's, I mean, it's essentially what you get from this palette. And of course, since the blue shade is the special shade, everybody is going to use that in their reviews. I'm going to use that, so yeah. I debated not using it, but like that's the shade we're all here for, right? Like that's the shade that I like, that shade is the reason I bought the palette, so I might as well use it. Anyways, I'm gonna take, this is a Cash Beauty brush. I don't think it has like a number or anything, but it's like a little small blending brush. I'm gonna go in with the shade Love Match. I do love that there are bumblebees in this palette. If you read the books, you know the significance of the bumblebee. I know they showed the bumblebee off in the series, but we don't know the full importance of it yet. But if you've read the books, let me know down below which book was your favorite. Mine was Anthony and Kate, and then Colin's book was my second favorite. But I am so excited for season 2 because I loved Anthony and Kate's story. So yeah, I feel like these mattes are blending together like really nicely. Again, this one, I don't know what these formulas are. This feels almost like cream matte or like a creamy matte. It's blending really nicely. Okay, and then I'm gonna take a slightly fluffier brush. Okay, this is a PH Cosmetics Crystal Zodiac brush, but the numbers rubbed off. I'm gonna take Art of the Swoon. Yeah, I feel like that created like a really nice blend, using those 3 shades together. It's gonna convince me to buy a Mothership palette, isn't it? Or like one of the full Mothership palettes. Because I feel like every palette of hers has like Mothership at the start of the name, but you guys know the ones I'm talking about. I don't have any of those just because I can't decide which one, and I don't want to like buy all of them. It feels excessive. Okay, so I think that looks good. Let me just assess before we take it off. I think it looks good. So I'm going to take off the stencil. Yeah. This definitely looks better on the outside than when I did it the last time. Actually, I think it might just look better in general. I think that might be the shape I should try and go for. Yeah, I think that looks good. Okay. So now what I want to do is go in with the fun shade, which is that, I think it's the Regency Blue shade. Okay. I don't know if I should use like a packing brush or like just a flat brush. I'm going to take this flat brush from Morphe. It's an M124. And I'm not going to wet it. I'm just going to see what this Regency Blue looks like. Okay, so it is just like a sparkly shade. And then I just noticed that I should probably put some, like, I had some fallout on this side. Just keep it even. So now what I need to do is find my cut crease brush. So that was just a Natasha Denona eyeshadow base that I put down just to clean this up a little bit. So that diamond of the first water, I think I am gonna wet my brush with some MAC Fix Plus, and I'm just gonna tap that all over the lid and taking it up right up against where we just cut that crease. I'm not worried about taking it all the way down because I am gonna do like a liner situation. It does kick up like a lot of glitter in the pan, but it looks really, really pretty on the eye. I know that from watching Alicia's video that like these types of shades are more like toppery shade, like they're like supposed to be less opaque and more like glitter toppery type of shade. If you have those Pat McGrath, the like mothership palettes I'm talking about, you know, the like 125 price range, I think is what they are at, with the, I want to say it's a 12 pan. Let me know in the comments down below which one you have, if you like it, if you have multiple, which one's your favorite, because I am curious. I might just wait till she brings a new one out, but I don't know. There's that Bronze Seduction one. That one's been calling my name for a couple of years. Okay, so I'm gonna take, this is a Morphe M158. It's just like an angled eyeshadow brush. I'm gonna go into Plum Regalia. I'm totally messing up this little imprint that this has. And I'm just gonna use that shade to make a wing. So now that I've brought that down, I wanna go back in with that Regency Blue shade and just kind of bring it to where that line just went. Okay. Yeah, okay, cool. I think that's pretty much it for the top part of my eye. I'm obviously gonna recreate this on the other eye, do my base makeup, and then come back for, oh wait, I'll do my base makeup, but I have the highlight and the blush, so I'll come back for that, and then we'll do the lower lash line. Okay, so I've done my brows for the most part, except for brow gel, foundation, concealer, bronzer. I might add some bronzer once we get the blush going, but let's get to this blush. So this is the Divine Blush and Glow Trio Love at First Blush. So we have the shades, I think it's Cherish, Nymphette, and Venus Nectar. Yeah. So this is what it looks like. I am really excited to try this pinky one. I used these two I think combined the other day and it looked really nice, but I want to go for this more pinky toned one right now. I'm just gonna take, this is like a Tarte cactus shaped brush. Okay. Ooh, that is pink. That is very, very pink. I was not expecting that much pigment. Let me take my powder brush and kind of blend this in. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. Okay. It's definitely like a really cool tone pink. It's nice, I like it. Yeah, I think that's pretty. Okay. So I I'm gonna use that shade for that, and then I have the highlighter. This is the extreme gold. Okay, I have the, it's called the Skin Fetish Sublime Skin Highlighter in Incandescent Gold, I think. I bought both highlighters. One's gonna be way too yellow for me, but I thought it might be cool as like an eyeshadow topper. This is what the packaging looks like. Ignore the fingerprints. This is like the only thing in the collab that has her like standard like luxe packaging, but this palette or this highlighter is so pretty. So I'm gonna take, this is a Milk Cosmetics Highlight 800 brush, and even though the imprint on this is like stunning, I'm gonna dip my brush in it anyway. I've never used a Pat McGrath highlighter until I tried this for the first time the other day, and the people who have said that this highlighter or her highlighters are beautiful were not lying. They are stunning. And then I just like to use a sponge to kind of blend that into the skin. Okay, so now part of me wants to put gold on, like use the other, the highlighter Extreme Gold as like an inner corner highlight, or work it into the eye look somehow. Okay, this one is brand new, you can tell because it still has this on. Ready? Ready? Let's all be really satisfied together. Okay. Yeah, see, this is like way too dark for my skin. I feel like it I just want to incorporate it into the eye look somehow. I'm going to take an inner corner brush, but I don't know that I'm going to put it in the inner corner. This is the Lapis Bino 523 brush from Milk Cosmetics. I'm just going to dip a little bit in here. And I'm putting this on the lower lash line just to add, you know, a little bit of spice. I think a little bit of gold makes this look a little bit more interesting. This is a really pretty gold shade. And if you have darker skin, I want you to wear this highlighter because I cannot, and I am jealous because it is a stunning gold. Okay, I'm actually gonna go in with the other highlighter, the Incandescent Gold. I'm going to put this as the inner corner to kind of like blend that in. Now what we need to do is go in with the same shades that we used up top, but now on the bottom. So I'm going to go back in with that Morphe 321 in the shade Plum Regalia. And I am going to smoke that along the lower lash line. Then I'm going to take the same Cash Beauty brush in the shade, what was that, Love Match? Oh, and I forgot to mention, I used Iconic Ingenue in as a brow bone highlight off camera because I kind of forgot I was filming this. Sorry. And then going in with Art of the Swoon on this. This was an Urban Decay like big fluffy brush. I think it came with the one of the Naked palettes, and it actually has some of the blue shimmer on it from when I blended earlier, so that's a little bit distracting, but that's okay. Okay, so what I want to do is go back in with Plum Regalia and my like Morphe angled eyeshadow brush, and I just want to make this line a little bit sharper and also connect it to the bottom so that it's like a little bit more angular. This side did not do as well, but that's okay. Okay, I think that's basically the look. So I will finish my lashes and brows off camera, and then I'll be right back to show you the finished look. Here is my finished look with the Pat McGrath Labs and Bridgerton collection. I love how this eye look came out. I like really like how this eye look came out. I think this I don't know if this is her Astral or Blitz. I don't know what the difference is, but like this special shade or whatever from Pat McGrath is special. I like it a lot. I don't have any issues. I've officially used, I haven't used Duchess Divinity yet, but I've used every other shade in this palette. They're really good. Like I had no issues blending. When I wore it the other day, I had no issues with like the shadows lasting. I think they're really nice. The blush is stunning. The highlight, I'm like trying to figure out how I can travel with this and not risk breaking it because it's beautiful. And like I think I'm just gonna wear this every day forever. I love it. I also really like this gold. I'm glad I did buy it to use as like kind of like a gold shadow. I don't know how often I use it. I don't know how much of a dent I'll use it, but at least if I don't use it that often, I'll get to keep like the cool imprint in something. So yeah, anyways, I'm a big fan of all of it. Price wise, I think you'll have to decide for yourself if you feel like any of these products are worth the price, because they do come with a hefty price tag, and you can probably get, I would say, similar things but maybe not as good of quality or not as good of packaging or a combination of the two for a lower price. Because like I said, I'm really happy with it. I think it was good, great quality. I loved how the mattes blended out. They're like almost satiny, but they look stunning, and they just kind of like blend so beautifully into the skin. Same with the blush, same with the highlight. Everything's amazing. So anyways, those are my thoughts on this collection. Did you pick up this collection? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure to like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. I am going to be coming at you with my December 2021 My Show to Palette ranking. It's really late this month, but that's because I had so many different things I wanted to try before we got there. So anyways, I will see you guys next time. Bye.